Yes, Packers fans, the Packers truly do suck. Another loss, this time to the Vikings. Many chances to win this game from start to finish. They had a chance to win this game. I mean, the game should have been a blowout at halftime with no chance to win in the second half. But we'll get into that and more. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, a comment, share, subscribe, all of that. But let's get into this debacle. I mean, it's just straight up. This game was a debacle from start to finish. It didn't start out well, and it really didn't pick up till the second half. The Packers showed any life. The Packers didn't have a first down till halfway through the second quarter. And it's just like, I know their offense is not good. By any means, it's not good. I mean, their wide receivers have been trash all year long for the most part. Jordan Love wasn't great today, but he was not the reason they lost. And the defense was probably the best part. I mean, if it wasn't for the defensive performance today, the game would have been 42-0 at half. The way the Vikings were moving the ball, but of course, the Vikings are not a very good team either. They found a way to struggle away. Yes, they're 4-4, but Kirk Cousins is done for the year with the torn Achilles, and that's a terrible thing to happen, but silver lining, the Vikings season is over too. I mean, we all know the Packers season is over, but the Vikings are not making the playoffs either. They'll probably be mid-range in the draft, which is a horrible place for a team that is as aging and decrepit as the Vikings are. But mainly the Packers. I mean, let's just get this over with. Jordan Love had some good throws today, for sure. He wasn't great by any means. He really wasn't even that good. But there were a couple times where he made some beautiful shots down the field, and Christian Watson drop again, drop again. Dontavian Wicks, drop. Jaden Reed, drop. Oh, Musgrave, drop. Yeah, Musgrave, you can have some drops too. Drop. All day long. AJ Dillon had some drops. Aaron Jones had a drop. I mean, one of the biggest things that was terrible was Dontavian Wicks dropped a ball in that towards the end of the fourth quarter. Had he caught, he would have clearly ran to the end zone. It would have been 24-17. The Packers still would have had a chance. I mean, after Kirk Cousins went out, the Vikings could not move the ball. They moved the ball enough to get one first down to really drain the clock and stamp out any chance of a miracle comeback. But I mean, it's just so much bad. Let's not even continue to talk about the players. I mean, the coaching. The coaching is dreadful. I mean, Joe Barry is most certainly going to get fired this year, but to be fair, it is not all his fault this year. It really isn't. You really can't put it all on Joe Barry this year because the defense has had their moments. They've kept this team in games when the offense just couldn't do shit. Defense, let's be honest, has kept them in games, but they're injured to hell and back. Just keep getting more and more injuries on a weekly basis. It's just getting worse, and we're only in week 8. There's still 9 more games left. And who knows how many of those games the Packers will actually win. The Packers may be drafting and looking forward to Drake May next year. I mean, the Packers may need a new quarterback next year because, let's face it, Jordan Love, while he's had his moments, who knows what's going to happen with him after this year. Probably still be around here. Sean Clifford, he's certainly not ready. Showed some moments in preseason, but that was against second, third-rate competition. But who knows what's going to happen? Aaron Jones, who knows if he's going to be back? AJ Dillon, I expect him to be gone. He is terrible. He is definitely not the running back we thought he was. He's as big as Derrick Henry, but he is as slow as a cement mixer. Then you have Eric Stokes. Probably won't be here either. Darnell Savage, he's definitely gone. Kenny Clark, he's getting up there. Who knows if he'll stick around? Bakhtiari, can't trade him because he's cost too much. And several other players as well. It's just, I don't know, it's looking very dark right now. I don't have a lot of optimism right now, and I'm a very glass half full kind of guy. I try and see the best thing and everything, but the Packers just today were just not good, even though they had several chances to win because the Vikings almost Vikinged it and lost the game. But of course, they still won by 2 touchdowns. But that score looks a lot closer, or doesn't look as bad as real was, because the Packers had a outside chance of winning, but of course they had to drop the ball over and over and over again. As far as I'm concerned, this offseason, when we get to it, everybody is on the table. Everybody's on the chopping block. That hot seat under Matt LaFleur right now should be red hot. This guy cannot adapt. He cannot change. We've really seen that he's a great quarterback. He's a great coach when he has an Hall of Fame quarterback. But when he doesn't, and times are tough, he doesn't know how to adjust and just keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. Players just don't look prepared. They're injured always. And also Joe Barry. Say what you want. It's not been great this year. Again, he doesn't know how to adapt. His schemes feel stuck in the past. He doesn't know how to change on the fly, and it just continues to be that way despite the fact that it was the defense that kept the Packers in this game. Also, Brian Gutekunst should be brought under high suspicion for sure. I mean, just look at his track record; it has not been good. Also, like that, who knows if Jair Alexander will be here next year? He is under contract, of course, but who knows what's going to happen? Honestly, anything is up for grabs next year. It's just not great. Try to be positive, but honestly, you look at the schedule going forward, and what game do you see going forward at the Packers winning? Which game do you see going forward at that? Then win, even against the Bears, for as bad as they are, who knows if they can beat the Bears again? And it's just NFC North is underrated division for worst division in football, because even the Lions have come under suspicion after last week. Sure, they're going to get the Raiders this week, but who knows if they can beat that team. But I don't want to rant anymore. Just kind of down in the dumps right now. Packers try be positive about this team. Try and think they can turn it around. They have such a young team. They're only going to get better and better and better, but they haven't gotten better. You've gotten nothing but worse the past couple weeks. Worse. That offense looks completely different than it did in week 1, and it's just, who knows where they're going to go now. They have a relatively easy schedule coming up, but again, which games on the Packers' remaining schedule do you see them confidently winning? Which ones? Let me know in the comments down below which of those games you think are going to happen. Which of those games do you think they actually have a chance to win? I mean, I still have to go to another game this year. They're playing and this week they're playing the Chargers, and it's just, what's going to happen? As bad as the Chargers are, Packers are probably going to out-Packer the Chargers and lose that game by a lot. I was trying to be positive today, thinking that the Vikings aren't a very good team, and they may make just enough mistakes to lose the game. Now, had the Packers scored a touchdown at the end of the end of the first half, gone in 10-7, the game might have turned out drastically differently. But sure, that kick return by Vikings was called back, but it's still just inept, bad tackling left and right. And again, the catching by the receivers are awful. Nobody knows how to catch a ball consistently. Even when Jordan Love throws great balls down the field, the guys just can't catch it. But let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think the Packers' chances are the rest of the year. Where do you think the Packers are going to be picking in the draft? At the very least, at this point, they're at least picking top 10. Because, like I said before, who knows how many of those games coming up the rest of the year they are going to confidently win. I mean, who knows? This Jordan Love season is drastically falling apart left and right. And it's just, I love the Packers still. I'll always be a fan. But there's not a lot of optimism right now. I'm sure Tom Grassi feels exactly the same way. But let me know what you think. Have a great day, and as always, God bless and go Pack Go.